So today we're going to talk about our lesson from, or what we learned this week. So we'll start by looking at the lesson from Monday, Tuesday, and then if we have time, we'll look at the lesson from Thursday and Friday. In our Wednesday live, Nara, you were there, right? At the Wednesday live. So yeah, in the Wednesday live, we talked all about creating a system consistency that works for you, and you know, dedicating time every day, even though we're all so busy, to studying English. And in the live earlier today, I was talking to Gabrielle about the importance of having notebooks. Like I have 2 here, but I have like 6 more over there. And each one is for a different topic. So like I might have one for vocabulary, one for phrasal verbs, one for idioms, one for expressions, maybe one for grammar points. And you can just always take notes in there and look back, review it, and see at the end of the year how well you have retained that information. So I think being a part of this group is really helping you guys, you know, with that, you motivating each other and coming to these lives and doing your own self-study. So that is so important. Self-study is, like I was saying in the last live, about 80% of your success comes from self-study, because you are the only ones that can do that. And I'm here to help you with pronunciation, feedback, creating examples, all of that. So, you know, please utilize me for that, but know that the majority of it is you guys. So, that being said, let's look at some of the language from this week, from our lessons. I'm going to pull up our lesson here. And we'll see. Let me find it. Where is it? Okay, so on Monday, there was a video where you learned the idiom to be on the fence about something. Larissa, did you watch this video? Do you know what it means to be on the fence about something?
I'm trying to remember what that means, but okay, when you don't have a sure about something, right? I think.
Yes, you're undecided.
Oh, I got it.
So yeah, you're undecided. You don't really know. There's 2 options. You have to decide, which one do I want? Which one should I have? You know, you're uncommitted, you're neutral. So if you're still thinking about something, for example, someone might ask you, oh, you're graduating high school. Where do you plan on going to college? You might say, I don't know, I'm on the fence about it. I'm still on the fence. I'm still undecided. You know, I'm looking at a few colleges, and I want to know which one or I'm going to do more research to decide which one I want to go to.
What
To be on the fence about something is the same thing when you are in doubt about something, or not?
Nari, could you ask that question again?
Okay. When you are on the fence about something, is the same thing when you are in doubt about something? When you have doubts?
Yes.
Or not?
Yes.
It's the same thing.
You might have doubts, yes, but It's more about just being undecided. You just need more time to think. If you're on the fence about something, you're thinking about it and you hear the good things and the bad things about it. So there's positive and there's negative, and you're still deciding, which is the best for me. You know, if I, for example, you know, join Sarah's English club, it will cost me money every month. Oh, I don't know if I want to spend money on that. But on the other hand, it will help me with my English, and I'll meet many people, and it will help me advance in the next 2 or 3 years. So you're thinking about both options, and then you have to decide your life circumstances at that moment. Whatever your situation is, you might think, okay, yes, I've decided. I'm going to do this or not do this, whatever it might be. Does that make sense? I don't know if I answered your question.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So common questions. I don't know. I'm on the fence about it. So you might hear someone. This is very common, used in conversation. Someone asks you a question. Like the example I just gave you, have you decided what college you want to go to yet? Or have you decided where you want to go out to eat or what you want to do? Oh, I don't know. I'm on the fence about it. I still am thinking.
And the phrase, I'm on the fence about whether or not to. Whether it's like if, right?
Yes. Very similar. Not always, but a lot of the times, yes. It's kind of like saying if. Whether or not is giving an option between two things. So I don't know whether or not I will go to college means I don't know if I will and I don't know if I won't. I'm still undecided.
So have some difference, or it's like the same thing?
Okay, I'm on the fence about. Okay, so whether or not is a phrase in itself. So you could say, for example, here, you could say, I'm on the fence about whether or not I want to do something. We can't say if I'm on the fence about if. I'm on the fence about if I want to go or not. It's a debatable one. I mean, grammatically, coming from me, an English teacher, I'm going to say no. I wouldn't say that. But I think you might hear some people say that. You might hear a native English speaker say, I'm on fence about if I want to get a haircut or not. I don't know. This is kind of one of those topics that's like, well, technically no, but I'm sure you have, in Portuguese too, someone who went to school and studied the language for many years and understands all the rules and everything is going to say, yes, this isn't allowed, but what I say is allowed isn't dependent on what is grammatically correct. It's really more if it's used, if people say it on the street. And I'd say this one you might hear. I wouldn't say it, but it's not necessarily wrong. You should just get in the habit of using this one, whether.
Is more formal whether than if?
in this context, in this example, we don't typically use if. I wouldn't say it's wrong either. I'd say this is just more common, whether. But comparing whether or if, I mean, that could be a whole lesson. I feel like maybe I made a video on that at one point. I don't know. I'll look at it. If not, I should. But that's a whole lesson in itself. Difference between whether and if. And if you learn just a lot of phrases and expressions with these two words, you'll start to feel like, oh, I understand. It's what's more natural. Yeah, this one, I don't know how to, lately, there's no more cross-out bar. Yeah, I don't know, I can't cross things out anymore. They just updated this. I have no idea to do strike through. I'm gonna delete it. Yeah, that's a good question. It requires a long answer. I mean, that would be a whole lesson in itself. I'd have to research it and make a video and make a lesson all about the difference between whether and if.
Oh, okay.
You know, just for today, just know with this expression, it's not common.
Okay.
This expression, just focus on these. These are three that you'll hear often.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. So we've got, yes, I'm on the fence about whether or not. I can't decide. I'm on the fence. This is, again, very common in conversation. Someone asks you, what do you want to do? They ask you, what you're thinking. You tell them your feelings. You're saying, I don't know. I don't know. I can't decide. I'm on the fence about it. Okay. I'm just deleting this stuff because I don't know how to use crossout again. Native speaker tips. So here we look at some common structures. So when you learn a new idiom or phrase, also good to learn how we naturally use it, similar to what I just showed you with those expressions. So let's look at some examples. These were some other examples from earlier today. I'm on the fence about a noun. So, for example, I'm on the fence at a big wedding. Nari, can you think of an example here?
Can I say I'm on the fence to pick up a dress?
Okay, that, you mean pick up, like buy a dress?
Hmm?
What do you mean pick up? Pick up a dress?
Escolher, I don't know.
Okay, so if you're on the fence about picking up, you could say, I'm on the fence about, that would be down here.
Like which color I want, you know?
Ah, okay.
Think of what to choose. What
Yeah.
Okay, you could say, I'm on the fence about which dress I want. So we're using which here. So you don't know. There's many options. We don't have a number, but you can say here, I'm on the fence about one of, you know you want a dress and you don't know the exact one. Okay, yeah, I'm seeing all these messages coming in. People are trying to join and they don't know how. I think that there's thank you, Nari, for helping them.
I'm trying.
Yeah, the thing is if you have never used Hangouts, it can be kind of confusing. So I'm going to try to send Vilma a message here. In Hangouts. Sorry, guys. Just a second. Yeah, I don't know why. Are you guys both on your phone? Are you guys both using your phone to connect right now?
I'm on the computer.
You're on the computer.
Yeah, I'm using a computer, but
Good. You guys are smart. Computer, I think, is so much better for Hangouts.
But on the phone is so easy, actually.
Okay.
Did it before.
I think it is too, but everyone always has problems. So I think to myself, well, there must be. Maybe if it's your first time or you don't have the Gmail, it's not so easy to access. Oh, here. Okay, so here she is. I'm going to ask her to join our call right now. I think I can request her here. Add people. Done. So hopefully I will be able to add her and she can join and she will understand how this works. Okay, I invited her. She should be hi Vilma. So we'll see if she saw it. Just don't know how she click the video screen above. So hopefully she'll be able to join. Hey, oh, there she is. Hey, Selma.
Hi.
Hello, hi, can you hear us?
Yes, thank you.
Welcome. Can you see us? Can you see us okay? We can't hear you yet.
Hi, guys.
Hi. Hey, Vilma. Good to see you. Welcome. I'm glad you figured out how to use Google Hangouts. Do you have a camera on your phone? I'm not sure if she's here, if she can hear us. Vilma, we're not sure if you can hear us or not. So maybe your internet connection is a little slow, but if you can hear us, please speak when you can, and hopefully we will hear you. Right now, it seems like your connection is not very strong.
Yeah, I think it isn't.
Yeah, I don't know. So hopefully she'll figure it out. She'll be back. So yeah, well, let's continue with our lesson today. So okay, so this one, it was really a very simple structure. On the fence about plus a noun, right? On the fence about a big wedding. On the fence about my new project means I don't know what I want to do. We don't know what the person's on the fence about, but something. I'm on the fence about this new job means I don't know if I want to keep this job. I don't know what I think. This was a good example. Larissa, can you think of an example that is very simple?
I think
Phrasing it now?
I'm on the fence about go or not go to the party. Well, I'm on the fence about if I will go to the party or if I will just stay at home studying tomorrow. I'm really on the fence about that. Yes, true.
Yes, that is definitely one to be on the fence about. So hopefully you can maybe do both.
Yeah.
That would be fun.
Yes. So I think about it.
Yeah, I would love to go to a party, but I work all the time too, so I understand. So yeah, I'm on the fence about if I will go to the party. You can say this or not. I would put this down here though, by whether or not. This is very similar. You know, we've got if blah 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 or not. So again,
Can I use whether instead of if?
yes, I would recommend that. I think it sounds more natural. Say instead, yes, I'm on the fence about whether or not I will go to the party. Whether or not. I'm on the fence about whether or not we'll go to the party. So this is kind of grammar. I just would get in the habit of using this one. Just more natural. So yeah, you guys had some good examples. Let's just try to think of some more just very, very simple ones with a noun. So like, I'm on the fence out this event. On the fence about this event. If we want to be a little more specific, we might use a verb, ing. So if we take this last example, I'm on the fence about this event, instead say, I'm on the fence about going to this event. Or you could say, you know, I'm on the fence about working or joining this event. Just do all of them. Going, working, joining. Is a little more specific. So if you just said to someone, oh, geez, I'm on the fence about going, working, joining.
And for example, can I use just I was on the fence on whether something, Or just with I'm on the fence about. I really need to use about, right? Or not? Is it optional or not?
Yes, you have to use about. Not say, I'm on the fence or not.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I would understand you. Someone would understand. No, it's not correct. It's not grammatically correct. So I would just practice this. When you're learning this phrase, I'm on the fence. I'm on the fence about whether or not. I'm on the fence about. So yeah, so you can take something very simple, like I'm on the fence about this event. We can make it a little more specific by adding a verb ing. Or we can use the whether or not. Let's do some examples with the verb ing. Nari, can you think of an example here?
I'm on the fence about eating at the restaurant, on the restaurant. I don't know.
Yeah, you were right. You were right the first time. I'm on the fence about eating at this restaurant. On the fence. So maybe you heard bad reviews. Maybe all your friends are saying, "Don't eat there; it's horrible." But you go anyways, or you're thinking about going at least. Velma, are you here? Or Vilma, are you here?
She isn't.
Oh, she isn't. She left.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if something happened with her connection. I'll have to connect with her.
No problem.
So, then Larissa, do you want to think of an example?
And I'm on the fence about talking with my friend about the test. I don't know.
Okay. I'm on the fence about talking to my friend about the test. Yeah, this could be many different things. You might say, maybe your friend did very bad on the test. You want to ask advice. You might, I don't know if I should ask her. She didn't study. She didn't do well, but yeah, you might still get some information, right?
Yeah.
No. I guess it's helpful.
Yeah, always.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, then we've got on the fence about whether or not. So, Larissa, you came up with an example. Nari, can you think of one where you might say on the fence about something?
I'm on the fence about whether or not I will vote in this election.
Oh, that's a really good question.
I will vote for sure.
You really don't know?
Do you have elections coming up soon?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's really it's a very popular topic here right now.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah. Oh my gosh. When are the elections? Like in a week or a month or?
No. In October, I think.
Yeah, October.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So still a few months, but enough time for everyone to be talking about it.
Enough time,
Yeah.
but it's not easy.
Is it a debatable thing to do some people refuse to vote and some people say you must vote in your country? Is that a common topic?
Yeah.
The vote here is an obligation, actually.
The what?
The vote here in Brazil is an obligation.
Oh, you have to vote.
Yeah.
Really? Okay, so you have no choice. It's required by your government.
Oh, and in the United States, you are not obligated to do that?
No, you actually it's kind of a problem. Some people don't vote at all, and then it's controversial because some people say your vote doesn't matter. It's what the elites say in Congress. And then other people say, yes, no, your vote is very important. So controversial.
Yeah, vote is very important.
Wow.
But yes, that's so very different from our countries, because like it's very un-American if they made you vote, if they said you have to vote.
Yeah, here if you don't want to vote, you have to justify why not. You have to be like
another country, maybe another.
Yeah.
Wow. So how do you does anyone do that? Does anyone do that, or is it really difficult to do that?
I think it is easy.
Yeah.
I never did that, but I don't heard about problems with that, because everyone votes, so.
Okay, everyone votes. You don't have a large group of people that refuse to vote.
No.
So you guys, do you know anyone personally who doesn't vote?
I think I didn't last election, but I don't know. Usually people do that, but it's a little crazy. Or how do you say candidato? I don't know how to say that in English.
How do you spell it in Portuguese?
No, in English, candidato, candidate. I don't know.
Candidato. How do you spell it? CONG in Portuguese.
Oh, and in English, I think it is CANDI. DANTA. I think. Let me write that.
Candidate.
Yeah.
The person that is running for the election.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Yeah, very similar in Portuguese. Candidato, is that correct in Portuguese?
Yeah.
Yeah, candidato.
Candidat. Okay. So yeah, candidate. How many candidates do you usually have?
15.
Oh wow.
Yeah, but no one is really good.
No, 10, maybe 10.
Yeah, but usually 4 is the most important. The people are really talking about 4 or 5, I think.
And then do you narrow those down? Like in the United States, it starts off with a big number 2 like that, and then every month or two they have like a debate, and then it narrows it down, and eventually there's 5, and then there's 3, and then there's 2. Do you do that too, or is there just like 15 and then 1 wins?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, really? Okay. Yeah. Yeah, it's interesting, to see how our cultures are a little different. But I think political systems all over the world, we all have our faults. I mean, in the United States, we definitely have them too. Okay, let's go on. So we've got a few of these. Also, to be on the fence about who. Oh, look at this. Here's the next example. I'm on the fence about who to vote for in the election. So there you go. You can use that one too, right? So good. Okay. Well, let's try some examples. These were from earlier today. But let's see. Can you guys think of some examples?
Can I say I'm still on the fence about something or not? I'm still on the fence. Just it.
You Yeah. So like Harry might say something, and Mary might respond by just saying, "Still on the fence." Just say this. Simple.
Oh,
Like
so
you want to
don't
go
need to
out,
say.
and I'm not sure. I'm still on the fence.
Yeah. Do you want to go out? Do you want to go out tonight? Do you want to go out for a drink? Do you want to have fun? Do you want to do something? I'm still on the fence. Just say this, I'm still on the fence, or you can use this expression that we learned up here, which I think is a little more natural. It's just say, I don't know. I'm still on the fence. Still thinking about it. That's a good example. What about you, Larissa? Can you think of an example?
I'm still on the fence about which book I will. Oh my god, I forgot the word. I will read.
Read. Yes. So yeah, if you go to the library, you want to get a new book, you want to do some good reading,
Yeah.
still on the fence about it. And Sam replies with what might she? Well, I guess you kind of used it in a sentence here, but so that's not really a dialogue, but that's okay. Good. Any other questions or comments about this idiom before we move on to the next lesson?
And what means fence exactly?
Okay. So you want to be careful with idioms and expressions. And what I teach, a lot of times the word one of the words in the idiom has a completely different meaning. Defense is literally is this. So it really makes, that's why idioms are so confusing. You're on the fence about it. What? Did you see that photo that Svetlana posted in WhatsApp?
This exactly picture?
It was a picture, yeah. She posted a picture in the WhatsApp group about like a dog on a fence. That day it was really cute. Let me see if I can find it. It was a while back. I think I can look at, if you go into the WhatsApp members only group and you look at media, you'll find it. It's on the fence. So here, shared. Svetlana shared it. I don't know if too bright.
Yeah, too.
So I don't think that's gonna work. But that's okay. You can go into the WhatsApp group.
Yeah, I will look at this.
And it's kind of cute. It's a dog, and he's sitting on this fence. And it's kind of like saying, "Do I jump? Which way do I go? Which choice do I make?" Which is what the idiom is, right? You don't know what to decide.
Oh, I got it. Good example. Really good example. I got that now.
Yeah, so I thought that was, she posted that. It's really helpful. And, it's good. These visuals, if you guys ever, when you're learning these idioms, you think of a photo or you think something comes to your mind, post it in the group and help everyone out, because I think many people are visual learners. I know I am. I see a color, or I see something, and then that's what I think of. In those beginning processes of learning a language, it's so important to have that connection to something.
We have a very similar expression here.
Oh, you do?
Yeah,
what is
ficar em cima do muro.
Yeah.
What does it mean?
The same thing. Exactly.
Yeah, like, to be on the fence. Yeah, above the fence. Like exactly like this.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Same meaning and everything. Undecided?
Yeah. Now,
Yeah.
when I saw the fence, actually, I just remember.
Oh my gosh. Wow. Well, that's cool. And so make that connection and, you
Yeah.
know, yeah, compare it. So cool. Good. Okay. So that was the Monday idiom. Now we're going to take a look at the Tuesday idiom or phrasal verb, which was to reflect on something. So, do you guys know what it means? Or do you remember what it
Like,
means when you reflect on something?
it's like, oh, I have been wondering about it, like that.
Yeah. So you're thinking about it, right? It's usually something that happened in the past, or it might be something that just happened recently. But
Wondering, that's the same thing.
what's that?
And wondering, it's like wondering, and the word.
You mean this word, wondering?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, wondering is so similar. I can totally see why you think that. But it is a little different. If someone says, I'm wondering, it means you don't know the answer. You're thinking about something. You're thinking about a possibility. A very common phrase we use is, I was wondering if. So I might ask you, excuse me, I was wondering if you could help me bring these boxes inside. Or, I'm sorry, or excuse me, I was wondering if I could borrow your pencil. It's a polite way of just saying you were thinking about something. Reflecting is thinking about something more in the past, while wondering is thinking something about a possibility in the future.
Oh, I got it.
So that's a really good question. That's a good one for a video. Let me write it down. So some common phrases and expressions. And we've got that whether or not. Reflect on whether or not. So reflect on if again. Here we've got reflect on what it means to. What it means. If you reflect on what it means, you're thinking about maybe what a culture or group of people consider acceptable. You might think about, you're just thinking about, I don't know how to explain it. What's acceptable? What's acceptable in a certain culture, society, situation? So we'll see some examples below with that. Reflect on everything or reflect on life. Very common. I'd say this last one is the most common. When I think of reflect on, most people will say, oh, by the time I turned 120, I was reflecting on the many years of my life. And so, yeah, you could do this at any time.
It can be reflect on someone.
No, are you asking, can you reflect on someone?
Yeah, like I like to reflect on my grandfather.
You would say probably I'd like to reflect on the life of my grandfather. Means
Okay.
I want to spend time to think about my grandfather's life.
Mm-hmm.
So reflecting on is really kind of a deep thinking. It's not something that happens quickly. You know, you're implying that you took a few days, a few weeks, a few months, who knows how long, thinking about something that happened in your life. Okay. Then native speaker tips. So let's go down here. Typically, or why don't you guys, you listen to this in an MP3. So I won't get into it too much, but we do typically reflect on our lives. I said that. We think about the decisions we've made and what has brought us to this point in time right now. So I spent a day in nature reflecting on my life. As an example here. Can you guys think of an example where you might use this phrase, reflecting on my life?
And exactly about life. And because I was thinking about something like it. I was reflecting about which road I will choose. Choose.
Which path to take?
Yeah.
Yes. You could say that. I was reflecting on my life and which path to take. So yeah, that's a good point. You know, we take many paths in life, and you know, there's just so many options. Right? They say that that's kind of the most difficult thing about today, living in today's world, is we have so many options. What do you want to go to school for? I mean, you could go to college for many, many things. And back, you know, 100 years ago, that you didn't have those kind of options. So I think this is very relevant. You could use this very easily in many different situations. So good example. What about you, Nari? Can you think of an example where you might reflect on your life?
I took my day off, just reflecting on my life.
Yeah, you could say, I took the day off to reflect on my life. You could say, I took the day off and reflected on my life. You know the difference between these two sentences?
Yeah.
Okay. So in this one, you take the day off because you're stressed. You have to think about your life. In this one, you take the day off because, who knows why? Maybe you're sick, tired, whatever. And then as the day goes on, you decide, I'm going to reflect. I'm going to think about things. So either one of those. Okay, next one. We also reflect on current decisions we must make in our lives. So here, this example, Larissa, will you read this example?
To read, I went home and reflected on whether or not I wanted to continue my college education.
Good. So obviously she went. Maybe she thought she was wasting her money. I don't know. Maybe she wasn't doing well in school. Many, many different things could be the case. And she started to think, is this something I should do? Should I do this with my life? She was thinking about her current decision. So, Nari, can you think of an example here?
Yeah. Oh my God.
She's thinking about to reflect to about which reflection she will get.
Yeah, I'm reflecting on whether or not I will say something or not.
Okay, that works. I'm reflecting on whether or not I will say something. So yeah, you're reflecting on a past situation. Oh, wait a minute. Actually, I don't know if this works. I'm reflecting on. So this one, when you reflect on something, you think back into the past. So this sounds a little strange because this is saying I will. So this is the future.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, I'm really glad you came up with this example because it shows that this word is most commonly used when talking about something in the past or up until that point in time.
Mm-hmm.
So this one, actually, we wouldn't really say. You could say, you could say though, I'm reflecting on what I said in class today. So this would show past tense. You know, if you said this
Mm-hmm.
an hour from now to your friend or something like that, I was reflecting on what I said in class. That would work.
So it's more common to say that about things that passed.
Yes. You reflect on things, and that's why it's common to hear this phrase, reflecting on my life, reflecting on my life. Your life, you can never, ever go into the future. It's impossible, right? We don't know the life. We don't know what tomorrow will be. But we do know right now, and we know yesterday, and we know 5 years ago. So we can reflect on the past. Does that make sense?
Yeah. It's like I just can't reflect about my past. It's not common to reflect about the future.
Yeah, because honestly, because it's not possible. Think about what reflect really means. Reflect means to show back. So if you think about in a mirror, you look in the mirror to see who you are right now. And it also will, well, I guess the mirror doesn't really show you the past, but theoretically it could, you know, but it can never look into the future. You can never see what will be. You can only see what was.
Oh, I got it.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, awesome. Well, let's go on to this. So this last one here. Also reflect on what it means to do something or to think in a certain way. So here we have an example. Ari, do you want to read this example for us?
Okay. John reflected on what it means to be in a committed relationship.
Very good. Correct. Yes. John reflected on what it means, yes, to be in a committed relationship. So maybe he had a problem with his girlfriend. Maybe they broke up and, you know, he had to think about maybe he cheated. He did something bad. And now he has to think about what does this mean? What is the definition of this? So, can you guys think of an example kind of similar to this where you might think about it means to do something or act in a certain way?
It's a little hard to me think about something for this example.
Yeah, I don't know, Nari, is it hard for you too? I can help you guys with some more examples. For example, let's see here. Mark reflected on what it means to be a good citizen. So, usually this is what a group of people all agree to be as one thing. So, everyone in one culture, a committed relationship has one definition. But in another culture, you might go and they think, what? That is not a committed relationship. A committed relationship is something else. So it's this is also used to really explain culture. What any big group of people think of something. In America, you're a good citizen if you have a job, you pay your taxes, you have a family, you own a house. You're not a good citizen if you go to jail and don't pay your taxes. And there's just, is that right? Is that wrong? I don't know. But that's what that's what our culture says is right. Maybe you can think of an example in your culture that might help you with this. Think about what you guys do for entertainment. Think about holidays. Think about relationships. Think about jobs.
It can be whatever things. Yeah, like I reflected on what it means to be a great entrepreneur.
Yeah, I reflected on what it means to be a great entrepreneur, you said?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a great example. Wonderful. Perfect.
What does means entrepreneur?
Empreendedor.
Oh, thank you.
So yeah, Nari knows. Nari's an entrepreneur, right? Kind of. Nari, do you consider yourself an entrepreneur with what you do? Yeah. So that's cool. Maybe you might go to a convention where or some kind of event where a lot of entrepreneurs meet, and you meet other people. You might say, oh, yeah, after the convention, I reflected on what it means to be a great entrepreneur. Awesome. Larissa, what about you? Can you think of an example similar to this one?
And I reflected when it means to be a great and to be excellent. I don't know how to means how can I say pharmaceutical, for example, in English. Do you know Nari or Nori?
Nari.
Nari, okay. I don't know how to be a good student. I just can't think of
it. No, you just said it. No, you could say that.
Okay.
Unless you're trying to think of a different idiom or phrase, but that works. You could say, how would you say it? Sentence with reflect on.
Sorry? I'm sorry. I didn't get what it said.
So you said student, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, you could create that into this sentence. I reflected on what it means to be a student. So this works. This is grammatically correct. This is fine. Probably what would be a little more natural would say why, the reason why. So you could say like, after I failed my test,
I
reflected on what it means. So yeah, you're correct. You could say either one. But here, yeah, you're kind of giving a reason why. Okay, cool. Then there is an example. And we came up with some examples here. So let's see if we can do a dialogue. Ari, can you think of a dialogue where you might use this one? Maybe Tom says something.
Okay. Let's try. Okay. What are you doing here? Is that a problem? No worries. I'm just reflecting on my career.
Ah, okay. No problems. I'm just reflecting on my career. Like this?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. We don't really know the context, but this works. You could say, you know, you're at a location, you're somewhere where someone didn't expect you to be. And Tom is surprised. You know? Maybe you're at a park, or you know, you're all by yourself in the middle of nowhere. What are you doing here by yourself? And you're just thinking to yourself, reflecting. Good.
Yeah, it's very common.
Yeah. This could be very, you know, if you've ever been somewhere and you run into someone you don't expect to see them, you might use this. Okay. What about you, Larissa? Can you think of an example? Dialogue?
I think I can think about it better than this.
No, you can't.
Yeah, no, this is, I mean, there's lots of different examples. You know, what you might,
I was reflecting if I can do something better than this. So
I was reflecting on if I could do better.
yeah.
Okay. I was reflecting on if I could do better than this.
Yeah.
For example? Yeah. Good. Yeah, you know, you were thinking to yourself, is this possible? Maybe you could say this after you failed a test. You did bad on something, you might say, I think I could. Maybe you think, no, I can't. It's so hard. I'll never do it. And your friend or your parents or someone who is supportive says to you, yes, you can do it. Don't think like that. You might say this. It's reflecting. I was reflecting on if I could do better.
In that case, for example, could I say, I have been wondering if, for example, in the case.
I have been wondering if, followed by, so you want to say, is it possible to say I was wondering if I could do better on this?
Yeah.
That doesn't really work, because when you say I could do better, this is like having faith in yourself. This is supporting yourself. So you're saying, I can do it. I can do it. It's like self-talk. And wondering is usually something outside of you. It's another person. So that's why you hear it like, I was wondering if, blah, blah, blah. It's followed by like, you could help me do something. You could help me with these boxes. You could help me do this. I was wondering if I could borrow your car. I was wondering if you could watch my dog this weekend. All of these lead you to something outside of you. It's another person. It's another thing that's helping or going to do that. I was wondering if. But reflect on, this is only you.
Oh,
And
I got it.
we typically use reflect on with I. You might hear in a book or something, in a novel, if you're reading, you might hear something. And then the boy reflected on his day, blah, blah, blah. You know, you'll hear that. But when it comes to speaking, you're not going to talk about someone else reflecting on something. It's not very common. It's more common for you to reflect on. I think this is your big lesson for Taylor. It says the difference between I was wondering if and reflecting on, because this is a phrase I should probably teach this. Pretty much anytime you want help from someone. In other words, reflect on inside of yourself, wondering if outside of yourself, other person. You.
Oh, I got it. So it's like she was wondering if, and I am reflecting on, like this.
Yes. There you go.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, so that is it. That is it for Tuesday. And we're out of time. So if you guys have any other questions from the lessons on Thursday or Friday, or you want any kind of help with creating your own system of consistency, what I talked about in the Wednesday lesson, then just send me a WhatsApp message or whatever, and I'm happy to help you guys with that.
Okay, thank you. Oh, I have a question about, because you have you using Google Drives, and can you share this, I don't know how to say, a file?
Yeah. Actually, Gabrielle asked me this morning the same thing. So what I'll do now after our lesson is I'll post a link in the group so you guys can all always go and access these documents after.
No, but I mean, not for this video. It's like, because we used to use in Sarah English Club and put all these files in the site. But in WhatsApp, I think if you could put all the things in Drive like you have.
That's what I'll do. So I'm going to make it a folder that's just for these lives. So all the notes, everything I write in here, you can go back and look at it from the Drive. So I'll put the link in the WhatsApp, but I won't post it like I post to the WhatsApp the PDF and the MP3. So you just click on that right from there. But this will be different. This will be, you have to use Google Drive to go in there.
So will you do this with your daily idioms and expressions, or just with the videos?
Okay, so what I'm gonna do, have you guys ever used Google Drive? Do you know how this works?
Yeah, I use it every day.
Oh, good. Okay, awesome. Then yeah, what I'm just gonna do is create a new folder. Like this is my my stuff here. I'll create one. I could do it right now. Where it'll just be, it'll say weekly live lesson notes. How about that? And then I'll share this folder with you guys. So what all you have to do is click on the link and it'll bring you to the folder, and then you'll be able to access all the notes in Google Drive.
So can you do the same thing with your daily PDF and MP3?
Oh yeah, I could do that. Yeah, sure. I'll probably still. The thing is not everyone uses Google Drive. So I'll still have to post it the way I've been doing, just because, like, it's nice. I wish everyone was like you, Larissa, and used Google Drive, but it's just I'll get so many messages. I'm so busy, and then I'll get people saying, "How do I use this? I can't access," and then it'll be like 2 hours of work for me, you know. So yeah, I prefer that.
I understand you, because sometimes I try to use my iPad to get the lessons, but I can got the PDFs there because.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'm not using WhatsApp in the iPad, so it's very.
I see. Okay, so
yeah.
Nara, you would prefer Google Drive too?
Yeah, Google Drive, or if you post it on the Facebook group, because we have a Facebook group.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
And WhatsApp, everything is like the PDF stay really. How can I say lá em cima, Mari?
Well, you have you have an option for the PDFs.
Yeah. So like, I'll do that. I'll create a folder, and I'll give you guys access to the folder, and I'll just automatically always still post it to WhatsApp. But if whoever wants to join the group with the Google Drive, that's awesome. And I'll, if that's easier for you guys, it's actually way easier for me. But I know that not everyone has it. So yeah, I'll post it in Google Drive, and then you guys can easily look at it from there.
Can I say something in Portuguese?
Yeah.
Ok. Larissa, lá em cima no grupo de WhatsApp tem aqueles 3 pontinhos, né? Lá tem mídia de grupo. Se tu entrar, tem documentos. Aí tem todos os PDFs, um atrás do outro. Que daí tu não precisa procurar na conversa.
Ai, que bom, porque eu tava tendo que subir, procurar e ficar tudo espalhado.
É, eu fazia isso também, daí minha irmã me xingou.
Caramba, obrigada, porque eu tava querendo que concatenasse tudo igual ela fazia no site. Porque pra rever fica muito difícil ficar, porque o pessoal tem falado mais. Aí
fica bagunçado, daí fica muita coisa.
Ok.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, cool. Cool. Well, good. So awesome. So I will, I'll upload all that stuff and send the information to the group for you guys.
Okay. Did you cut your hair?
No, I didn't. But it's probably just it's got layers. Sometimes it's like this.
Yeah.
So yeah. But yeah. So good. Well, I'll let you guys go. I know it's late in Brazil, but I hope you have a nice weekend. I'm glad that you spent your Saturday nights learning English. Not many people do that. So you guys are awesome. I'm proud of you guys, and I'll look forward to seeing you next week on Monday.
Yeah, I hope so.
I hope to see you. I like to talk with Nari too, so I hope you can stay here too. And Sarah, I like you very much.
Sure. Thank you. Bye-bye. Have a great weekend.
Nice. I love you guys too. We'll see you again next time.
Yeah.
See you.
Sure.
Bye. Good night.
Yep. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.